It hasn't been home in what feels like a whole decade. That's my owner. It. I call them that because, I don't know its name, I'm just a mug. But after a few years of being here, I decided to give it a name. Max. Anyways, my owner, Max, hasn't been home in what feels like a whole decade. My days are consumed with simply sitting up on my ledge and waiting for Max to come home. It always seems to go out for such long times, but this time in particular feels like the longest. If you can't tell, I'm anxiously waiting for Max to come home because when it does come home, I get used, finally. It's been happening less and less, though. I've come to the sad realization that I'm here for more decorational purposes. At least it happened gradually. Max used to use me as a water glass, because Max doesn't drink coffee or tea. I know, it threw me for a loop too. I'm a coffee mug for Christ's sake, and I wasn't even going to be used for coffee? What's a mug to do with themselves when they're not being used for the purpose they were created for? But it brought Max so much joy. I brought Max so much joy. It was a price to pay being used as a plain old water glass to make Max happy. Those were the days where, if I wasn't being used, I was hidden away in a dark cabinet, alone. Although, a week ago, after months, someone opened the cupboard and then moved me here. I've been in what I can assume is Max's room ever since. So, I've just been here, waiting. But, while I miss Max and fulfilling my purpose, after sitting here and squinting out the window, I now truly understand why Max leaves so much. Whatever is outside that window seems so much better than this place. I've gotten a bit sick of waiting, though. I want to explore since I'm finally out of the dusty confinements of a stupid kitchen drawer. That was harsh. I just mean that I'm happy to have some light and actually be able to see things. I just want to know what it's like. This is very nice. Okay, so bright and so comfy. Wow. 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 I've been eyeing this window my whole time up on that ledge. I hadn't been able to see too much, get too much detail of it or what's outside either. But now, I can see how beautiful it is outside. No wonder Max hasn't come back yet. I don't remember much about my shelf life before Max, but I do vividly remember the cupboard where I spent most of my days when I wasn't being used. Everything is just so different out here. It's not as stale here as it was in the cabinet, but beyond this, out there, it looks like nothing I've ever experienced before. I want it. Well, this is nice so far. Everything seems so green, though, and beautiful. I never knew wind could be inviting. I know I sound ridiculous, but it's my first time outside. It's all so magnificent. If I had 2 thumbs and legs, I'd come outside every day to feel the warmth of the sun against my glass, rather than from a heating system or a window. The real deal is so much more ecstatic. Maybe this is why people don't actually follow through on their dreams. Luckily, my dream to leave had only been pondering for a week or so. I'm a mug with a rogue owner, so I'm not too emotionally attached, and my dream is actually better than my sugar cube brain could have ever imagined. But it makes you realize how much you've been missing out on. All the times you've wanted something, and then you get to it, and it's so amazing that you can't believe you wasted minutes not here. What do people do when their dreams don't turn out? Well, at least it's just all so much more than I could have ever imagined. I'm having an existential crisis over here. I think I was meant to be an outside object. You know what? So what if Max doesn't come back? I'm not even mad anymore, feeling like I have to wait for it to come back because I love it out here. I'm gonna go make my own life and be on my own, filling my own fulfillments because I deserve to be happy. And out here is where I'm happy.